Welcome to episode 2 of the So Tell Me podcast.
I'm back.
He's back! Have you noticed?
But this time we're going to do it a little bit differently.
We are. You are
'Cause
now my co-host.
We are co-hosts, and I feel like it's really important we've talked about me a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're going through a lot of change
We
in the
are.
business, as we've kind of briefly alluded to in the first episode. But I think it'd be good to talk about you as well, and how we have changed as a business, and how you have found your way into our studio,
Yes.
into our lives,
Yeah.
and
Wormed
also
out my way.
bribed, forced. And how obviously you are going to hopefully help us with the content side of the business, the social media, be a point of contact for the education, the after sales side of the business, which is good, and then also the exciting Festival of Quilts that we've got coming up.
Yes, lots of really exciting things.
Yeah, so tell me how it started with regards to the acquisition of Claire at So Centre.
Acquisition, I love that.
Do you know what? Actually, before you quickly tell me, we used to have it. We used to make a joke between the team because obviously when it was rumoured that we might be able to take you on, we used the analogy of like a football transfer market and like a Messi signing. So we were very excited to kind of use that reference because I feel like if we were to sign Messi/Claire, it was going to be a big deal for us.
Does that mean I'm in top tier in Messi?
Top tier.
Not that
Goat.
means anything to me.
Goat.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I cut you off.
I love being a goat, that's great. So we'd known each other for a little while in the industry.
Yep.
We then did a show together.
Yep.
And you very jokingly went, do you want to come work for us? And I just kind of went,
I wasn't joking.
Yeah.
I never do jokes.
No, I know.
I was serious.
I have noticed. I kind of laughed it off and was like, no, love it where I am. And then intrigue got the better of me, and I thought, I'll just...
Well, I think I got a
ask
message.
a few more questions.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I think I planted the seed.
You did.
I didn't hear from you for a few more months.
No.
And then it was. I think we were WhatsApp friends
Yeah.
at that point. So I think it was just that job. Should we talk about it a bit more?
Yeah.
What does that entail?
What does that look like? Absolutely. So, and then we got chatting about the prospect. It sounded really appealing. It's social media is something I love doing. I love teaching.
Yeah.
Or like it ticked all the boxes.
I mean, you don't
in
need to sell it
terms-
to me. That's exactly what we saw in you, which is
Yeah,
why we took you on.
exactly.
But I mean, how long was this going as a timeline? We must have been talking for a year and a half.
Yeah, and then kind of stars aligned.
Stars aligned, and then it just happened.
It all
didn't
worked out, and yeah.
And then before you know it, we're sat in our studio making podcasts.
I know, isn't it mad?
Yeah, and also I think it's worth noting that obviously bringing Claire on, the GOAT, the Messi of the football.
I'm going to have that engraved into something.
Absolutely. I think for us, obviously, we're going through a transformative phase. So we're growing. We're obviously bringing on Happy Japan as a new brand. We're trying to expand into social media content, video content, long form content because we've never done it. So for the last 40 years, 10 years of which I wasn't even here, our business has been purely organic. So it started with a mail order, telephone calls in, then we went to e-commerce, then we've changed that, adapted, and I think it's the one thing that we are missing. So bringing you on, we can now get into the world of social media, long form content, like I just said, and find a way to sort of push through. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think from my perspective, when I have been speaking with customers, that's what they want. They want that after sale tuition and expertise and knowledge without feeling like they're pestering a business,
100%.
which we are always more than happy to help. But if there's a video online,
happy to help.
Happy to help. There's a video online, you can access it if you're sewing at 3 a.m, because we've all been there. So
and also as well, for people who are going to go into the market to find a new sewing machine, whether you're spending £300 or £10,000, it's a minefield.
Yes, it is.
So we stock, what we like to think are the best brands, but there are more brands out there that we'll never mention on our podcast because that just wouldn't be any good for anyone. But what I would say is that when people are looking for all these machines, there's so many different specs, there's so many different model variants. It's really difficult to kind of narrow your search.
It's very overwhelming.
So, from me just casting my eye over your laptop shoulder a couple of times, being able to look at the informative element of that and see that, how important it is to actually do a full machine demonstration on line, because that is how it's moving.
Yeah.
You know, we've got to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
And that's what we've already started to do as well, and it's, you know, it's going well. So no pressure.
We've got lots of plans.
No pressure. We're going to see those YouTube videos when they come out.
Absolutely. There's lots to come, but also if you have something you want to see, please do let us know.
Absolutely, that's true.
Because we need that feedback. We want to build that community online as well, so
100%.
people feel like they can go, oh, I want to know how to do this. Or, you know, I'll ask the guys at
And you do know a lot.
I know.
Like I don't know what I was expecting, but you know a lot.
Thanks.
Like, it's made me realise how little I know, actually. So I can learn a few things from you too.
Well, you know, likewise, it's fine. No, it's really good. It's really exciting, and there's a lot of change happening, which is great.
So talking about change, what's this first big project that we're working on then? Festival of Quilts.
Yes, we are launching a brand in the UK.
30 days. So for a bit of context, I know we briefly discussed this in the previous episode.
We did, yeah.
We are lucky enough to take on a distribution for Happy Japan in the UK. So,
which is massive in itself.
It is massive. It's a brand.
Yeah.
You know, we've been a really successful dealer for 6 years.
Yeah.
We've obviously had the business for the threads before that's done really well, but we've never owned the rights to sort of a brand, you know, where we can actually have real control on the direction it takes, what the product is, how it's marketed, how it's advertised, that full funnel of experience from the customer, from you know, inquiring on a machine, buying a machine, the after sales, the warranty, the support, the care, and, you know, being a bit of a control freak. It gives a full sort of access to that customer journey, and one that we can really sort of nurture.
Yeah.
And also the fact that we've been offered this distribution for this brand, and it actually is such a good machine.
They are incredible.
Do you know what I mean?
Actually,
I feel really lucky to be in the position that we are, and you know, we've got a really young team. You know, we've got everyone here. We've got social media guys. We've got customer service. We've got our sales team and everything. But you know, everyone's really excited about this, and I feel like when we go to the show, I think hopefully that will kind of materialise and come across. Because even if you just come over, just have a look at them, see what you think. I think you'll be shocked at actually how good they are, and how good value they are for money as well.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, the sewing machine world and the brand world is already very busy, and there's lots going on, and to really stand out is difficult, but this product genuinely is a really great product for the price point as well.
But it's where it sits in the market, and you know, we are lucky that we do, you know, Benina, we do Genomi, we do Faf, we do Baby Lock, and we do Horn Cabinet. So we have the best brands, we have the best quality brands, and this is finding its own place. So you know, this is very much your entry to mid-market range, but gives accessibility to get into sewing and embroidery, or embroidery, and just have a really good quality machine without having to break the bank.
Absolutely.
It's a real plug. I'm really selling this.
Yeah, you're working really hard.
I've got a bit of a sweat on, to be honest. Yeah. But no, it genuinely is a good machine.
No, it's fantastic, and it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be really interesting, actually, to see people's reactions to it, because I think, as a consumer myself, I would be a bit kind of like, oh, I've not heard of that brand.
And the thing is as well, it's when it comes to, you know, taking a risk in the business, when we took you on, it wasn't really a risk because we knew exactly what we were getting. But with Happy Japan, you know, being offered a distribution is obviously really exciting. It sounds great. There's a big commitment to that as well. And when you're running two simultaneous businesses, you know, we have got a great team, but, you know, I don't want to stretch them too much. It could potentially be a big ask. So, you know, this has been in the making for a year. We've had to build all the infrastructure for the website, build all the infrastructure for the products, where it sits in the market, price points, after sales, parts. There's so much to it that I think, you know, maybe we'll go into a bit more detail in the future. But when we talk about risks and, you know, the difference between, you know, taking someone like you on, which isn't a risk, and then, you know, doing a show like Festival of Quilts, you know, it's the biggest show of the year. It's the most expensive show of the year. You know, there is 30,000 customers over 4 days. The guys who put it on, shout out to Agnes at the street events. We love Agnes. The show is always incredible. It always gets an amazing following. It's always a really good quality customer who goes, and it's really good fun. But it's expensive, and you know, we're not just talking about the stand costs. We're talking about bringing 13 members of staff. We're talking about where we stay, which looks fun.
It does.
And all the costs that attribute to it. So, you know, if we're talking about monetary risk, it's a really big risk.
It is.
So you know, trying to find a way to mitigate that as well is going to be interesting. And you know what we're like, we've just gone and thrown everything at it. So we've got some surprises at the show, but in terms of how the stand looks, it's going to have a complete refresh, and it's going to hopefully be really exciting.
Yeah, no, it's really good. We've also got the guys from Wilcom as well coming along.
Correct.
To show us
TBC.
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 Ooh, okay.
We'll keep it in because it should happen.
Let's bribe them with it.
We'll bribe them.
It's
We'll
fine.
say it's been on the podcast now,
Yeah.
so it has to be on.
It has to be on. Which even in itself, the embroidery side of Happy Japan is really exciting because
Absolutely.
it's kind of brand new, this idea of being able to add on the embroidery unit
Well,
at a later date.
Well, for us as a business, we've never really gone into embroidery. So we sell embroidery machines, we sell sewing machines, of course, but we've never really pushed the embroidery software side just because we haven't had the resource.
Yeah.
So we've never had the time to actually be able to commit to, understanding the software, understanding the embroidery side of the business. We can sell the machines, we know which one has better spec, but we've never been able to go into it properly. With the partnership that we've struck up with Happy Japan, obviously one of the reasons we took them on is because of the pedigree of embroidery.
Yes.
So when you look at Happy Japan in the industry, it's the biggest industrial embroidery machine basically in the world.
Yeah.
So, it's got the pedigree. They brought it over to the domestic machine. So as far as the machines are concerned, they're solid. And with Wilcom, it gives you the software side of the embroidery, and Wilcom is very well known in the industry. So, we've managed to link up with Wilcom, Happy Japan, and then we've also got Madeira Threads,
Of course.
which for the embroidery machines is the best thread you can use.
Yep.
So whether you're using a rayon, polyester, both of them are beautiful at high speeds, massive colour range, and it just works. So you've got kind of like the trifecta partnership
Yeah,
there.
the creme de la creme.
Absolutely. And that's hopefully what you'll get to see at the Festival of Quilts. So we'll have Wilcom, we'll have the Happy Japan, and then we'll have the Madeira stand as well, where we'll have them being shown as well.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really exciting, and it's going to be fun to see people's response to it because embroidery is such a massive part of the
And we
industry.
have no idea. I have sleepless nights thinking no one's going to turn up on the stand.
Oh no, there's going to be loads of people.
I hope so, because I was literally just like, imagine if no one turns up.
It'd be absolutely fine. No, people will be intrigued. It's something new,
Yeah.
something exciting. So
100%.
yeah, we've just got to have a few surprises up our sleeves. It's really exciting, and there's a lot to do before then, but it's going to be interesting to see how it's received in the sewing industry.
Absolutely, and it is coming around so quick.
It is.
It's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah.
And then obviously it's not just Happy Japan, we've also got the Barnyard side.
Yes, and it's massive.
So we said last podcast about the sprinting from one end to the other.
Yeah, I have told Will, and he didn't say no.
I think he'll do it. We'll do a live at the show, and I think we'll get him to do it. But in terms of like stocking a 30-meter stand, it's like
Huge
it's
job.
a big job. Like there's so much logistics, and obviously it's not like they're massive items. They're like very bitty small products, and I think we'll bring like 25,000 different SKUs, which is crazy. And then obviously a quantity of each. We're bringing 3 lorries. We've got like 13 staff. It's a proper logistical nightmare.
Yeah.
And we get to do it.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
So
You
yeah.
thrive off this.
I thrive.
kind
I
of-
think I thrive off it.
You do.
Yeah,
You
I think I
definitely
thrive
do.
off it.
But yeah, no, it's all really exciting. So hopefully you guys can all follow along, keep in touch with what we're doing, whether
100%.
that's on socials, whether you're an email person, whether you're a YouTube person. Hopefully we're going to tick all those boxes for you.
So what's the time frame for these? Are we going to do these every week?
That's the plan.
Okay. No, that's good. I don't mind that. Keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, we've gone shorter because that's what people said.
I
They
think so.
felt.
And we listened to the feedback.
We did listen to the feedback.
there was a lot.
absolutely.
You may have noticed we've slightly rearranged our whole studio due to the feedback.
It's fine. We love feedback.
We do love
We like
feedback.
taking it on board. So we've made some adjustments. Obviously, we now have our co-host here,
Yeah.
which is brilliant. And yeah, it's exciting. So we're going to aim for every week.
I think so. I think if we can do every week, I think that'll work well.
Maybe even a cheeky podcast at Festival of
I
Quilts.
think we should do it.
Maybe we could grab some special guests while we're there.
Yes. I'll start thinking about that.
Yeah,
Get a few
definitely.
interesting people on.
If there's anyone you want to see in particular, let us know, and we'll
Comment.
see what we can.
Do we say that? Comment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comment, like, subscribe, all the good stuff.
That's good.
So before we close up the episode, we actually have a request for you guys because we had a fun idea for episodes going forwards. We want to hear from you, and we want your funny stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think also we are in an industry where I feel like if you don't know our industry, everyone's like, oh, that sounds really dated and boring. We get the best stories.
We do.
Like we have the funniest customers from
Yeah.
like 20 to 110.
Yeah,
And it's like we really, really like get some hilarious stories.
we really do.
We
yeah.
need you to tell us some.
Yes, please.
Because what we need to do is we need to read the funniest out
Yeah,
if we get some.
Yeah, please
send us, otherwise we'll have no content for this. But we need to read the funniest stories out, and then we would maybe just like have a talk about them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a nice way as well to let people inside the industry that do think that it's a boring industry, it's just old ladies that do it. It's
just not the
really
case.
Not.
I think there's more goss and more drama in this than a lot of things I read on other things.
Definitely. Oh, I'm excited already.
Absolutely.
It's going to be great. But yes, so please send us your stories, whether you want to direct message us or email or drop it in the comments, or if you want to keep it hush-hush, send us it direct.
Maybe do a direct message, just to keep the excitement going.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to do it anonymously, that's absolutely fine. We will keep you anonymous. Or if you want to put your name or someone else's name to the story, that's absolutely fine too. Let's just stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah, just a little
happens.
bit.
Yeah. But please get in touch because we're excited to hear all of your fabulous stories.
As a co-host, I feel like it's my obligation to play and to add to the games of the podcast. So I think we should do 2 truths and a lie. So every week we alternate. I'll start this week because I've actually got a few. So basically we do 2 truths and a lie. I say 2 truths that are factually correct and 1 that's just made up. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then what
we'll have to keep a straight face.
You've got to keep a straight face because I don't even know if you know the answers to these. And then what we'll do is we will reveal on the next podcast the answer. Does that sound good?
Yeah. So, Callum.
Claire.
What are your 2 truths and a lie?
So the first statement is, our head engineer got propositioned at a customer's house when dropping a sewing machine off.
Interesting.
Okay. Next one.
Yes, please.
Our next statement is, last year, a brand which I will not mention sell a model which I will not mention at a price that I will not mention, and I went to order 20 of said model and I ordered 200 by accident.
Ooh.
And the said brand said, tough, you got to keep it. So I had 200 of one model to sell.
Ooh.
And it wasn't cheap. I'm giving too much detail on that and it's making it sound more and more realistic, so I'm going to stop talking.
Okay. And our final statement?
And the third one is, you and I are actually related. Tune in next week and find out which one is a lie.
Fabulous. Well, thank you for chatting with me.
My pleasure. I was forced to. Joking.
Rude. We will be back for episode 3 next week.
Fantastic.
We will indeed, yeah. So thank you for watching, guys. As we said, you can follow us on all the social media platforms, whether that is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, on Barnyard Sew Centre or Happy Japan UK.
You must have rehearsed that.
Yeah, I had to rehearse it quite a few times because there's quite a few platforms to manage.
That was very good. Do you want me to let you say that again?
No, because I can't say it again.
Go on, try.
Okay, if you want to follow us on all of our social media platforms, including Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and YouTube for Barnyard Sew Centre and Happy Japan UK.
That is good. I'll give you that.
Thank you very much.
That is good.
Or you can leave us a comment, like this video, like all of our content, give us feedback.
Just all of it.
Just
like it all.
Send us all the feedback, all the love, everything. That's what we want. If you want to chat to us about a specific machine, whether it's Happy Japan or anything else, you can contact us via email, phone, or direct message.
Or come see us at the show.
Or you absolutely come and see us at the show. Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week.